here to YouTube real quick, and we're gonna share the stream with people. So hold on real quick. Let's go ahead and share. So copy that, bring it over here. And we'll get started here in a second. Okay, so if y'all see this afterwards, it's fine. Not the biggest deal. I just wanted to start doing these morning talks and whatnot. And yeah, so let's let's go ahead and get started with let's go ahead and get started with oh shoot, let's see. I don't have the chord order in my Amazing grace, how sweet the sound that saved a wretch like me. I once was lost, but now I'm found. Was blind, but now I see. 'Twas grace that taught my heart to fear. Say, oh, G. And grace my fears relieve. How precious did that grace appear for the hour I first believed. Something like that. My chains are gone, I've been set free. My God, my Savior has ransomed me. And like a flood, His mercy reigns, unending love, love, that's it. Amazing grace. Just waking up this morning. The Lord has promised good to me. His word my hope secures. He will my shield and portion be, as long as life endures. My chains are gone, I've been set free. My God, my Savior has ransomed me. And like a flood, His mercy reigns, unending love, amazing grace. The earth shall soon dissolve like snow. The sun forbear to shine, but God who called me here below will be forever mine. Will be forever mine. You are forever mine. man, let me know how that sounds out there. I don't want it to like blow out the speakers or like, just be too loud or anything. Good morning, everybody. Good morning. I thought I would just get on here today and start doing some worship. I just want to talk to y'all real quick. I sound a little congested and I'm not singing to my full potential because I have a show tonight and I need to relax it. And so I shouldn't be doing this, but I feel led to. In the stream yesterday, I mentioned how there were a lot of changes coming up, and okay, it's not that, it's me. There's a lot of changes going on, and one of them is, like I said, this show that we started working back in July is and here we are doing it now in a full performance. It's making waves, and I'm really hoping that it makes more waves as the day, as this weekend progresses, and I hope by the time we close on Sunday afternoon, it's reached a lot of people, and for those people online who aren't able to come see it, there will be a recorded version of it, which will be, it'll be an experience, but this is a show that I feel like you have to see in person to get the emotion and the feeling. And then on top of that, I've been casted in a movie. My character starts shooting on the 30th. I said this yesterday too. And it's just, it's all circumstance. It's all, it really what it comes down to is God brings people into your life, either for a season or for a reason, and there's a man named Ron Preston who I look up to a lot, as an artist and just as a friend. He's a good guy. And, he came to me for this role and whatnot. And it just, sorry. So I reached out to some people on YouTube for promotion stuff for the show, and there's a good turnout happening. So that's always a positive. And a certain individual who I was hoping would show up in that post has been mentioned in that post. So hopefully they do show up and give some sort of insight, because that would be fantastic on what to do. We're going back to Ron. I met Ron during the recording sessions of Legacy. Now, I know a lot of people are like, where's Legacy at? Where's it at? Legacy is on a hiatus, and I'm not sure if it's going to return or not. I don't want to go into details on it, but basically, things change, and directions change. And as much as I was excited for that show, and doing it just, some things happen, and then I ended up writing Behind the Line instead, and I think Behind the Line is going to have a greater impact on this world than Legacy would. And I gotta go. I'm talking about Ron, and I'm getting distracted, but I have to thank David Blair for that, because David Blair from FanWord, because he told me, he said, you're going to make a bigger impact doing your own thing than you are doing a fan project, and he's 100% correct. But going back to Ron Preston, I had him come in to read for two characters, Detective Stone, and then our villain for the series, which was going to be a version of Lokar. And he did an amazing job. And then my buddy Huck was like, hey, we're doing a commercial for a food truck. I need a voice actor. And I said, I got your guy. So I contacted Ron, and I was like, hey, Ron, they're needing somebody. They're needing somebody for this voiceover project. And he came in, knocked out of the park, and we were talking while he was here. I said, oh, I write musicals. And he said, oh, no, really? He said, man, I would love to do that. And I was working on Behind the Line at the time. And I needed another character to add into the story. And that's where this character was born. And anywho, so Ron was supposed to play the character. Then Ron had other commitments that he had already started, so he had to bow out. But then he messages me, hey, would you want to be in a movie as a guitar player? And I said, well, I'm a very basic guitar player. I'm not incredibly good. And he said, well, I need a guitar player, a bass player, and a drummer. And so I went out looking. I had my friend Jeremy for the bass player. And I said, I could do the guitar. You're just going to have to, teach me a little bit. And it took us a minute to find the drummer. But then my friend Sam was able to do it. And so we've got that, and then Anna, who is in our show, she is a phenomenal actress, and she can sing, and she doesn't like her singing voice, but she can sing, and they needed someone to play Ron's daughter, and so I was like, hey, Anna, go for this, and she got the role, and now they're looking for an adult, an older man to play a drummer, and my dad is getting into the acting scene, and so we're going to try him out and see what's going on there. But it's just funny how God brings people into your life, right? And puts you on a new path. Everybody says there's a reason for everything. And I don't want to say that somebody's in your life for a season, and that's not God's doing. Sometimes I think life just ends up happening and you end up running into people. But I do think there are those moments where God introduces people into your life, and you make decisions based on that. And that's kind of the route that God has been wanting you to take. And right now I'm in this season of, what do I do? We're in our last weekend of Behind the Line, right? And after the 17th, I don't have any other plans besides this movie, which I'm only in 2 scenes. And so it's like, what do I do? I'm going to school to be a worship pastor. I'm not sure if we're going to do more with Behind the Line as far as more showings. I do want to, revamp the script a little bit and then, bring it out next year and shop at the churches and whatnot, because there's so many people who need to see this story. And that's just not me saying that as a writer. That is what the reviews have been so far. And it's been overwhelming and phenomenal, the support and love that we've been receiving for this show. And I got to thank God for it. I got to thank God for everything that we've gotten from this show. But I've got, I'm going to school to be a worship leader. I'm going, I'm on the worship team. I'm now leading worship at this place called the Bungalows, which is a retirement home. And then there's some other things happening at the church, which will lead me, hopefully, if that's what God's wanting, to lead worship at another area for the church, which will be great. I'll just have to get my skills up a little bit more. But so we've got that Behind the Line revamp. And then there's a show going on called In the Heights, which I've been dying to do. And it's finally, happening. But it's like there's a tear in my heart of, is this what God is calling me to do in this time, or is it just something I want? And so it's something I'm really thinking about. I'm going back and forth on. As well as trying to find a stable income after this, because sorry, because we all know theater does not pay unless you're like on Broadway or a touring cast. But while we're here, in this moment talking about this is where God was trying to get me to, I want to sing a song from the show. It's one of my favorite songs. I did not write it for the show. I wrote it just as a song. And there was a scene that needed a song, because the song that was there just didn't feel right. And God was like, this is the song. And it means a lot to me. It's one of the strongest moments in the show, in my opinion. Typically, the song is done by the lead and then the three supporting behind him. And then I sneak in there sometimes, but most of the time I don't because I have to get changed for the last scene of the show. But the song is called Don't Be Afraid. Uncertainty is where I lay. These shackles that got me keep bringing me pain. So I try to change the way I think, but it all stays the same. With so much changing, my anxiety has got me questioning. Don't be afraid, but I'm anxious. Don't be afraid. What if I fall? Don't be afraid. Will you catch me? Don't be afraid, 'cause I can't face this giant at all. Denial or rejection, it stays the same. It only makes it worse, but I know I'm to blame. So I try to change the way I think, but I can't stand the sight of the reflection staring back at me. My anxiety has got me questioning. Don't be afraid, but I'm anxious. Don't be afraid. What if I fall? Don't be afraid. Will you catch me? Don't be afraid, 'cause I can't face this giant at all. But I can see the light, I can see the outcome. But I hear your voice telling me to calm myself. I know you're near. I know you're here, so I won't be afraid. I won't be anxious, 'cause I'm not afraid. Even if I fall, I'm not afraid. I know you'll catch me. I'm not afraid, 'cause you'll save me through it all. You'll save me through it all. Yeah, so that song came from the idea of don't be afraid, don't be anxious. Be still, know that I'm God. Having that mindset that when we walk with Jesus, we tend to still people think that when you've got Jesus, it should all the anxiety and fear should go away. But we're human, and we have doubt, and luckily we have conviction, so we're able to fight that the best we can. But sometimes it's hard. Sometimes it's very hard to give, to let yourself feel a certain way. When I wrote that, and that wasn't that long ago, I was going through the same thing, don't be afraid. Right now, Serena and I are in this point in life. God has he's, and it just doesn't go away. Yeah, you're 100% right. we're at this point where she's got a a nice job and whatnot, but there's a lot of downfalls at what she does. And right now, God's got me doing this thing of taking care of the show, nurturing the show, developing the show more and more and more. But unfortunately, that doesn't really fully pay. There's donations and whatnot, and that goes back into theater. And the way that goes back into theater is to make sure that we can keep doing it. But it's very scary. When you're uncertain of where your life is headed, it's very scary whenever you don't know. Rent's going to get paid because there's a paycheck that is coming, but you don't know if you're going to have enough for food. You don't know if you're going to have enough gas to get through the next week. Luckily we do have support. Our parents are supportive as much as they can, but even they're struggling. So we can't expect help all the time from them, and we're getting better about that. And I know God is going to provide, but it's very, very, very scary to to just have that faith constantly. But you got to do it. That's part of the job. Hello, the other bird. Thanks for joining. But yeah, I've got words on it, but my brain, I'm still waking up too. So my brain is not fully there when it comes to words at the moment. But no, this is one of my favorite songs from the show. I love all the songs. I wrote all the songs, but and I learned today that majority of the songs have the same 4 chords. And I know what you're thinking. Well, shouldn't you know that? Well, the way the writing process goes for me is I tend to reach out to producers and end up finding free tracks that they make. And I'm like, oh, I'm going to use that track. And so end up getting that track, and then I write the melody, I write the lyrics, and then I just kind of let it feel. I let it flow. And so some of these songs, I didn't know the chord progression right off the top of my head. So there was Don't Be Afraid, right? And that's an act 2. So we'll stay on the same capo. The key will probably be different in the actual show, but so then we'll go to I'm ready to go. Which is our key? I'm ready to go. That seems too low. Hold on. Let's change capo real quick. I'm ready to go anywhere but here. I'm ready to see the world. Time to face my fears. I can't seem to find what I'm looking for. I'm ready to go. Time to step out my door. But I guess I'm wondering, wow, that's right, what's ahead of me? Just keep going on that G there. Will I find the man who will find his way? Will I find a path, or will I fall to my hands? 'Cause I can't seem to grasp the purpose in my mind. So here I stand, waiting behind the line. And that is the title song, which is the second song in the show, but it's the same chord progression, just in a different key. So it's crazy. Not all the songs are the same chord progression, but it was like I noticed that this morning, like when I got up and I was starting to play with the guitar a little bit, I was like, these are the same chords. Oh, there we go. That's fine. But that's what this show is all about, man. It's Behind the Line is all about getting a second chance. And what would you do if you were given that second chance? Like, do you even think you need one? Do you are you so focused and driven at what you're doing in life that you let life pass you by? Are you longing for something new that you never had before? Are you so stubborn that you're not willing to change the way you see things? Or are you just lost and you have no light in your life anymore, or you feel like it? That's what this show is about, is coming back to that realization of, this is who I am. I am a broken person. I'm not perfect, but I've been giving a second chance. And that's what the show's about. And the audience has been very, very responsive and loving and caring. And, that's it. I'm trying to see. Oh, it is a bird. Okay. I couldn't tell. I couldn't tell what the picture was on the profile. So I'm like, what is that? No, that's what it's about. So I'm really wanting the show to be able to get another round sooner than later, but I do know we have shows coming up at the end of the season that are going to kind of get in the way. So the best option is to rebuild the show a little bit better and shop it around, And then if in the spring the cast can come back, If not, we'll just do another round of auditions and start over. But I don't think it's going away. I really think that Behind the Line is going to make an impact more than this weekend, more than last weekend. Because this is a human story. This is anxiety. This is depression. This is all of these things that we deal with on a daily basis that impede us from living our lives. And so if we're given a second chance to fix that and rework it, we should. I don't know why that's in my head. So I'm gonna do one more and then probably out of here to rest my voice and get tea and whatnot. And I gotta put chicken in the crock pot for tonight, so we have dinner. We all have a lot. Nope. Is that Pierre Behind the Line? Is it? We all have a lot of life. Something to make us proud. Something that can mess with us or stick us to the ground. So we can try to ignore it. Find a way around. But in the end of it, it catches us. No, that's it. On the rails, we're bound. So there's a song in Act 2 called Disappear, and that's what I was trying to play. It's not right. I will say with Behind the Line there is this this overarching theme, and it's whoa, no, so hold on. What if I fall? What will I do if this train's laid out? Maybe I'm through. What if I fall? What will I do if this train's laid out? Maybe I'm. It's this whole idea of if this moment doesn't come, the train is a metaphor. In the show, it's not, but in real life, we take that and be like, if this moment doesn't come for me, this moment that I've been waiting for, this moment of change, this moment of success, this moment of wealth, if it doesn't come the way that I have envisioned, am I through? Is my time come? Is there no hope for me? And that is something we have to deal with as humans. We don't have a lot of time, and so we always feel like we're going to be behind. What if I fall? What will I do if this train's laid off? Maybe I'm through. What if I fall? What will I do if this train's laid off? Maybe will I find the man who can find his way? Will I find the path, or will I fall to my hands? 'Cause I can't seem to grasp the purpose in my mind. So here I stay, waiting behind the line. Waiting behind the line. So yeah, it's I recommend anybody who can to either, when it's uploaded, to watch the recorded version of the show. It's not going to give you the same feel. It's not going to give you the same emotion as I think a live performance will, but you'll get the gist of it. But it really makes you think. It makes you break down. Like, if I was given that second chance, what would I do? If all my time was up today, if today was my last day, but God was like, hey, you got one more chance, what would I do? I personally would listen better. And I would probably, I'd definitely spend more time with my wife. What if I fall? What will I do if this train's laid off? Maybe I'm through. What if I fall? What will I do if this train's laid off? Maybe I'm through. Yeah, that's all I got for today, man. That's all I got for today. 30 minutes, not that bad of a live stream. But I want people to think about that. If you're coming to the show, if you're in town, you're coming to the show, be prepared for that message to hit you. If you have to wait to see the show here on YouTube, still carry that with you whenever it does premiere. It probably won't come out till next month. But just have that in mind of just, that if I was given a second chance, because the dream that I had for myself is not the one that I needed, Sorry, I've got new strings on my guitar, so like I just, the way it sounds better. All right, I'm gonna get out of here, guys. If you come onto the stream after it's up, I hope you enjoy it. If you were here during the stream, I hope you enjoyed it. I am going to head out. Oh, here we go. This is not like telling me the update. So yeah, we'll watch it on YouTube. Yeah, please do. If you just watch it on YouTube, that's fine. I mean, again, it doesn't have the same effect. I don't think. But again, I wrote it for a live audience. So, anyways, before I start playing something else, I'm gonna get out of here. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you guys next time. Right? Bye. Maybe.